Okay, Stephanie Meyer, let me tell you something, girl. You and your book are pretty much trash. You know why you're trash? Because you lame. You know why you lame? Because you trash. And that's the circle you in, girl. Okay, I'm done. This is stupid. I'm done with this book. I'm done with this game. I'm done with this podcast. I quit. I am done with Rubik's Cubes. I can't solve them. I don't like life because this book has tortured me. It has ripped my throat in half because vampires are lame. They were cool, now they're lame. So frustrating. Dude, the epilogue. Such a waste of time. I'm about to burst a blood vessel in my vein. Welcome to Twilight Nudes. Oh, hi, Pasty. There's a not Pasty, Jason. Welcome Jason to the show. Jason is our co-host, probably our primary host. Sorry, this book has made me a solid doofus. I bid the world adieu.
What? Are you killing yourself?
I'm killing myself. KYS. I'm done with this life, dude. Twilight has ruined everything about me. If I had any decency as a human being before, it is now shot and gone. I do not deserve to breathe life. I do not deserve oxygen. I'm holding my breath.
You're breathing through your nose. I can hear it.
No, I'm not.
Well, we'll see you later, Eric. It was nice knowing you. I'll have to get a new host for the next book.
That sounds like a swell idea.
Sounds good. Maybe I can get Stephanie Meyer. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
She probably needs the money.
Okay, I couldn't hold my breath anymore. She does need the money. No, she probably doesn't need the money. She just why do we pay for garbage in our life? Why do people put drugs in their body, you know? Why do people eat 3 gallons of ice cream in a day?
Because it seems like a good idea at first.
It seems like a good idea at first, and then you do it, and then you feel great, and then all of a sudden you have to deal with a fat tub of lard gut for months because you ate 3 gallons of ice cream and your body didn't know what to do with it. And then if you took on drugs, it's like, oh yeah, this is great. Damn, I'm tripping. Oh, and then like you're addicted, and then you might overdose, and then you die, and that wasn't worth it. And then Stephanie Meyer writes a stupid book, and we all suffer from it because not only do we have to read it because we chose to, but we have to live in a world where people actually like this crap. This is garbage. I'm no scholar. I don't read books for fun, but I've read this book by choice, and dude, it sucks. Is there a better word for suck? There must be a better word for suck. If I read more, I probably know more. It is an abomination.
Oh, whoa, big words.
It is. I don't know, dude. Just the epilogue alone makes me cringe at this book. They could have put that in the beginning, and it would have summed up this whole book. Like, it was completely pointless. We go to prom? That's so romantic. Oh, we're going to end on a little weak cliffhanger with his lips on my throat? Good idea. Vampires are dumb, dude. I'm done with vampires.
Vampires are dumb.
They're stupid. They're abominations, too. Dang it, man.
You would think after all those years in high school, probably like the last 80 years of high school, you'd think you would know more.
Seriously. How many times has this guy gone to high school? Why is he hitting on a chick that's 16 or 17 years old, and why does he like it? How are people not calling this out? He's a pedophile. He's hardcore pedophile.
His body doesn't change, but do you think your mind...
That doesn't matter.
Do you think your mind would, do you think your mind would grow? Yeah, would your mind mature? Of course.
Okay, we had this debate. If a baby got bit when they were a baby, dude, they would learn. For sure. For sure they'd learn. If they just get stuck, okay, we're in a fantasy world here.
I don't think you're right.
I would assume a baby would continue to grow until it developed a mature state, you know? But I don't think Edward's going to stay a 18-year-old boy for the rest of his life.
But this is I think you're wrong. And the reason why
Come on.
The reason why is your brain isn't even fully developed until like your mid-20s.
Big deal.
So a baby isn't gonna its brain isn't even close to being developed. So I don't think it's.
What does that mean to a vampire that has like super skills and super invulnerabilities and like superpowers?
Like,
why would the brain
Edward-
stopping to develop? Why would that do anything?
I think Edward might, but like a baby, if a baby got bitten, no, I don't think it could get smart. Like I don't think like it might be able to say like one word or two, but I don't think it would be able to like say sentences and paragraphs and stuff like that. I
So
really
a
don't
vampire
think so.
baby would stay a baby,
I think so.
or would it slowly age?
No.
Okay, well, are
If it's
vampires immortal? I wasn't sure if they were immortal, or if they just
I
age
think they
super
are
slowly.
immortal. I think they're immortal.
Okay, well then, I give up because I don't care.
Is there might be like an actual like people have probably researched this. People probably know about this stuff.
All right, I have my microphone plugged in. It's so Google works with voice. Watch this.
Okay.
If a baby got bit by a vampire, would it stay a vampire baby? In the Vampire Diaries, what would happen if a baby got turned? Oh, there it is. In a lot of mythologies, vampires cannot have children. Okay, that's definitely not the one.
No, but like a baby gets bitten.
I know. I clicked on the other one. I was just reading a bunch of links. Okay. Drink vampire blood, die in 24 hours, then drink human blood. Within 24 hours of waking up, death, all become vampire, blah, 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 blah. Baby blood, kill it, feed it blood. Okay, this person sucks. Everybody that deals with vampires is a loser now. It's a fact. If you like vampires, you dumb. You stupid. Nobody likes you anymore, man.
I think maybe Twilight vampires. I think you could write a really, really sweet vampire. Like I think you could make a book about vampires and make it really good. Like
Okay.
I really do.
All right, what was the original vampire like
Dracula?
folklore? Like the first story, first legend
It's
of
gotta be
like a
Dracula.
dude that sucked blood.
It's gotta be
Because that's got to be freaking hardcore. Count Dracula, was he the one that like stuck people's heads on stakes outside of his like castle or something?
It's very possible.
Vampire history. Oh man, now I'm like Bella. I just
Yep, you
Googled
just did a
vampire.
Good thing you don't have dial-up like she did.
I know, right? Vampires are evil mythology. Count Dracula. What is a vampire? Greek mythology. Oh, they go way back then.
You know what
Italian
this makes me
man
want?
named Ambrogio.
This makes me want that chocolate cereal. What is it? Count Chocula, whatever it is. You know,
Who
Halloween
what-
time.
Who the heck would know about Count Chocula, dude?
Yeah, every Halloween they release those cereals, and one of them's like Count Chocula or something like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who would buy such a thing? What are we coming, dude? Oh my gosh, the millennials are ruining this world. I swear. It's our generation.
It's been around for years, dude.
Count Chocula.
It's been around for years. I don't know if that's what it's called. It's like
Well, then
something.
the millennials are ruining it anyways. Because if they were woke like they should be, then they'd be like, they wouldn't be putting up with that crap. They'd be like, get rid of this Count Chocula crap. Give me some Cocoa Puffs.
It came out in 1971. Count
Dude,
Chocula.
The hippies came up with it. Even worse. Dang it, man. They're all around us.
There's other ones. It's Booberry, Frankenberry.
Booberry?
Booberry, like blueberry.
I heard you the first time. Frankenberry? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they should have done something else besides Frankenberry.
Dude, these guys are stupid. They could make a name with anything if they just mix the two words together. It's not even creative. I mean, seriously, Loch Ness Cocoa Puffs? I mean, how hard is it to make a dumb name like that?
Berry.
Sassberry?
I was trying to think of what else is like.
Sasquatch?
What are other cereal endings?
Okay, Charms.
Flakes, Charms, Wheats, Sasswheats,
Saskawheat.
Sask Flakes. Anyway.
Okay, we're losing brain cells right now.
Yeah, we are.
man.
Okay, all right. Let's go on with this. So,
Can't believe
This
people
episode-
actually get paid for making names like that. It's so dumb.
this episode we're going to be covering the epilogue. And then we're going to be kind of doing like our overall review of the book, going on to predictions of what we think are going to happen in the next books.
Okay, before we go on, I just Googled what an epilogue is: a section or speech at the end of a book or play that serves as a comment on or a conclusion to what has happened.
Okay.
Dude, if that's what this is, it's so weak. If it's trying to like conclude or comment or do anything on the whole story and like show like, oh, I almost died by a vampire, but I'm gonna go to a prom in a cast. How the heck is that a strong ending?
There's only one thing that I like about the epilogue, and we'll go over it.
I was so confused because I don't read books, and I was like, epilogue? What is this, like the end, like after credit kind of a scene or something?
Kind of, yeah.
All
right.
Stupid.
Man, you're in a bad mood today.
No, I'm not. I'm in a great mood. It's just this book. It's just this stupid ending. It was this stupid last 50 pages. Got me all like hyped, like, hey, we're going to have a fight scene. Hey, we're going to have a sweet dilemma and a resolution. And then
eat
chop
a
my knees
Snickers
off.
bar, dude. My gosh.
Snickers bar. I just had like ice cream.
Was it Snickers flavor?
No, Oreo. Dude.
That was your problem. Okay.
Snickers sucks.
So, epilogue. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So, Edward helps Bella into his car. She is all dressed up. She has her cast still, because obviously, you know, her leg got snapped in two.
She's busted.
Yeah, she's still kind of healing.
We're all healing with you, Bella.
our brain cells are trying to heal. So she doesn't know what's going on though. She's like, "Why am I all dressed up? Why are we like, you know, where are we going?" He's like, "You don't get it? Like you don't understand what's going on." So she talks about how like she doesn't want to go over to the house anymore because Alice like completely just treated her like a doll, like makeup, hair, like, you know, putting on clothes and all this stuff. Just all girly girl stuff. She did not like it. Too girly. Girls.
Why wouldn't she like it?
Cuties.
What's her problem?
Ew.
Why would she have cuties from another girl? Bella's just dumb, dude.
When there's two girls in the same room, the cooties just expand. They grow bigger and bigger. It gets even worse, man.
I don't think those are the cooties. Gosh.
Wait, what? No, okay. Anyways, let's go. Okay.
So, by the way, why the heck would it be a guinea pig? Was she saying that like Alice was experimenting on her or something?
I guess, yeah, because that's what you would say, a guinea pig. That's how you'd use it.
Poor guinea pigs, man. I've never seen a guinea pig get experimented on, but they're too cute.
Yeah, you want to see a guinea pig? It. Like, I'm gonna look up guinea pig with like
guinea pig Barbie. No. Put up guinea pig Barbie. Can you spell guinea pig the first way right? Or right the first way?
I think I did.
Me too.
Oh, there's a guinea pig with a ponytail.
Is that the first image you saw too?
It's the second one for me, but that's the one I saw. That's the one that I noticed.
My third one is a guinea pig with a ponytail. It looks like your kid, actually.
That's so cute. All right. Anyways.
Oh, there's a hamster with a ponytail.
Not as cute. It's gotta be a guinea pig. So, Edward receives a phone call, and he's like, "Well, Charlie?" And she's like, Bella's like, "What? Why are you talking to Charlie?" You know. And,
she's on lockdown too.
Yeah. So.
Good. Dumb kids deserve to be locked down.
Man, that would be like the toughest. I don't even know like what you would explain to Charlie after all of that. You basically storm out and you're like, no one wants to be with you.
Yeah, you suck. I'm coming back now.
But like, hey, I'm okay. Like, you know,
not okay. I'm in the hospital. But I don't want to go back to Phoenix. I'm gonna come back with you. Woo!
What do you blame it
fun.
on? You know what I mean? You're just like, it was like that was like that time of the month or something. Like,
I know,
don't
like
understand.
massive mood swing, or just being a teenager, or first actual relationship and couldn't handle a bad situation. Yeah, that's just a bad excuse. What was the actual excuse? She fell down 2 flights of stairs and out a window.
Yep.
Yeah,
Only Bella could pull that off.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's right. She had to fall all the way down and like turn around and then keep falling down the stairs.
Yeah, like it's so crazy.
Anyways.
So apparently,
Dummy.
Tyler is at the house, dressed up, thinking he's gonna take Bella to prom.
My man.
Tyler, woo, doggy.
One more raging idiot in the book.
He's got bad taste in girls, though.
He does.
So
And why did he think that would work? Like,
remember when he told everyone there was a
He was going to
long
take
time
her?
ago? Yeah,
Yeah.
he like kept telling everybody.
but he never asked her. Like, he
I
never had
know.
any, like, no time. He knew she didn't have a dress or anything.
Yeah, he's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
He's just.
It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not realistic. Nothing in this book is realistic. Not even the real characters are real. It's so bad. So stupid. Sorry.
So. So she's like, "You're taking me to the prom?" And
The Proma?
Edward's like, "Don't be difficult." So Bella's obviously not happy about this. She didn't want to go to the prom, but Edward's like forcing her to. We find out that the reason why he takes her to prom is basically he just wants her to feel like a human and not miss out on all the opportunities of what human life is all about. You know, it's like
Right.
he's trying to help her. I think he's trying to like convince her to not become a vampire and like help her see like the human life and try to like be like, hey, like human life is great. Like you're gonna miss out if you turn into a vampire.
Yep.
So I don't know. They just talk in the car or whatever. They get to the dance. We find out that Jasper and Emmett and Rosalie will be there. I honestly I thought the dance was like before this. Like for some reason I thought like the dance had already like come and gone, and like the fight with James was after it.
Wasn't
I
there?
swear.
There was another dance. It just wasn't prom.
No, I think it was prom, wasn't it? No,
No,
there wasn't.
'cause
No,
when-
you're right. Because
Yeah, she wanted to go to Seattle or whatever.
because she had asked the guys. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadie's or whatever. Yeah, you're right.
Stupid.
I'm stupid. I know.
No, I was towards the
Oh.
book. Sorry.
Okay.
You're fine. You're okay. People like you. I
Oh,
mean,
thank
I
you.
don't know them, but I'm sure that someone's out there.
Yeah. It'd be nice to hear, here and there.
True. That's why you have Twitter, right? That's your last leg.
Yeah, if I had any followers. Anyways,
Your last hope. Pacey J. I mean, what's it called?
noob_Jason.
New underscore Jason. There it is.
Go follow. Yeah, do it. Okay. Yeah, so they get to this is what the same thing happened to me, I guess, was she's like in Phoenix they held proms in hotel ballrooms.
Sounds like a little much.
And here they're going to the high school in a gym. So in my high school, we did the same thing actually. We went to hotels in the ballrooms.
Wow. Fancy.
That's what we did. So
My prom was hardcore in the gym.
really? Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it wasn't. We actually went to like the county fair, like the
Okay.
fairgrounds, and they had like this, like the massive hall where they have, I don't know, tons
Like
of booths or
the
whatever.
animals?
No. Nah.
Like
Where I was, it
dancing with
was
pigs.
super country, so a lot of people had, they were all used to going there. But nah, you're right. Sorry, it wasn't actually in the gym.
And I thought it was weird too that he paid for the tickets there, which you can at prom you could do, but like everyone bought their tickets like way ahead of prom.
Well, yeah, dumb people buy them at the door.
Yeah.
They run out of space in those things. That'd be a stupid person, man.
Yeah.
All last minute. Oh well. People got a dream.
So they start dancing. She doesn't want to do it. Obviously,
She's like hanging out on his toes or whatever, though.
Yeah, she's just on top of his feet.
Freaking
weak. And he's one dancing. Bella just needs to suck it up and just dance, dude. Like, I don't know.
Please your man. Dang it. Do it. Just do it. I'm sorry.
So they're basically just doing flirt, all day.
Flirt.
They're doing some of the flirts.
Flirt.
And then we get... This is the part that I like.
This is what you like?
We get... a Jacob shows up.
A Jacob. Jacob. All... Like, the worst part is, it's like he just hit puberty, so he had a growth spurt. It's like, awkward.
You know what's funny, though, is that he's like, I'm 6'2", and let's see if Taylor Lautner... I want to know how tall Taylor Lautner is. 5'9"?
Oh, he's shorter than me.
Yeah. Most actors are really short, dude. So...
It's pretty sad, actually.
Jacob shows up to the dance. 6'2", slick back ponytail, just shows up, and he's like, "Can I cut in?" And cuts in, just like, "See you later, Edward." You know, like, it's me and you, me and Bella, I'm dancing it up. So they start talking, and
he was not smooth at all, dude. He was all like nerve wracked. He was super nervous. So don't make him sound like he's all smooth.
Okay, yeah, but
Edward's weak.
The reason why he's all nervous and stuff because he makes a comment.
Weak, not Edward. Jacob.
He makes the comment. He says like, "Oh, Bella's like, oh, like look at like there's a lot of ladies here, like anything look good to you?" And
you want to eat one?
You probably would. And then Jacob's like, "No, because the one she's taken the one that I want." And it was like, whoa, Jacob, like, woo, stepping over Edward here, trying to take his girl.
Oh, is that what he meant?
Yeah.
I didn't even. I thought he was just pointing to one at the wall or something.
No, he was like. That's why they like look at each other and they're all like embarrassed and they kind of like don't say anything for a bit. It's because he was like, oh, dude, the hormones are kicking with Jacob right now, man. He's like
6'2".
He's like
raging.
I want you, Bella. I need you right now.
Need you right now. A country Indian, yeah.
So we find out why he's at the dance. Bella's like, "Why are you here?" And he's like, "Well, Billy paid me $20 to come to the dance and tell you a couple things." And Bella's like, "Go ahead and just say it." Like Jacob's like doesn't want to because he's like, it's just too embarrassing. But Bella forces it out of him. He says that Billy wants you to break up with Edward. And obviously Bella's not gonna do that. Bella's like,
and Jacob knows that,
crazy air quote in love with Edward.
Air quote.
Air quotes. And he says like, I'm just like, I'm here for the $20 plus Billy said he'd get me the car part that I need. So
right.
That's pretty, dude. I would do it too. Just go and tell Bella a couple things, knowing that she's not going to listen. You know, like
just get it done.
Get it done, dude. That would be awesome.
Sweet.
So
free food.
Also, there's one more thing that he says to her, and he says to tell you, no, to warn you that, and this is his plural, not mine. He lifted one hand from my waist and made little quotation marks in the air. Will be watching. He watched warily for my reaction. So it seems like they're trying to. So right, this part right here. The reason why I like this is that all the other stuff I don't really care much about, but this part right here is. They're trying to like, I think, foreshadow the next book. I think they're trying to like bring in more about Jacob and Billy, their story that's going to happen in the next book, like saying we'll be watching. I think that there's going to be conflict between werewolves and vampires in this next book. I think that we're actually going to see a lot of Jacob in this next book. That's my prediction. I feel like they're starting to like push him. It feels like here, like saying like, oh, he's
gosh,
like he's
if that's
6'2".
the case, I don't even know if I want to read the next book.
Well, you have to,
dude.
So deal with it.
Gosh, it's just gonna be nonstop Bella. Like, I have this guy. I have this guy. Oh,
well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. We knew coming into this, there's a team Jacob and there's team Edward. We knew this. So,
but it just got like compounded. Like, we just read this book and it was all about one guy. Imagine two guys. Oh,
well, hey, if they fight, I'm good with it. If there's an actual fist fight, at least
if there's a fist fight, Bella's gonna pass out. We're not even gonna watch or like read about it.
She gets like hit in the head with like a leaf and just gets knocked out. Like,
no. Edward's like throwing branches at Jacob, and Jacob's like dodging them, but like one of them hits Bella, and she's just out. Oh. And then they stop fighting. They're like, "Sorry, we got carried away. We both love you."
Isn't Bella weak knees? Like, doesn't she have weak like around blood? Right? Isn't that remember in biology or something when people like got their blood drawn?
Blood. Yeah,
wasn't that her? Right?
That was her.
Okay,
that'd be her.
So,
I was gonna say weak knees. She got a weak leg. She just busted it. Oh,
whoa. Okay. So then Jacob leaves after giving the news.
Finally, get out of here, Jacob, dummy.
Edward comes back. They're just like talking, and then they end up like leaving the dance floor. I'm trying to remember where they go, but they kind of like walk.
They go outside to like the woods.
Yeah, something like that. And she sees that we finally hear about Jessica for the first time in forever. She
and Mike. Eric's gone. Eric is nowhere to be found.
Like, okay.
He has literally been eaten by a vampire or by...
What if he got turned by like Victoria and he's in the next book or something? Like something...
Who's Victoria?
The girl vampire that was with James.
Why would she have found him?
I'm just saying they mentioned Eric like barely, so it'd be like cool if like he got turned into a vampire and like teamed up with Victoria, like he's the new James, you know, like in the next book or something. Like,
and now he's like super passionate after Bella, and he's gonna have her now or whatever.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, right. Stephanie Meyer isn't that creative. Come on.
So yeah, she's
one of the people that comes up with dumb names like, what was it? Count Coco Dracula? What was it?
She didn't make up those names.
I'm saying she's one of those people, okay? She's not that creative.
If you had the cereal, you would change your mind, okay? Don't diss the cereal. You don't know.
That cereal's garbage.
You don't know.
I know.
You don't.
I know. Dude, I swear that cereal is bowl. It's disgusting.
You don't even know.
Move on. Okay, they're outside. No, I'm never gonna admit it. Just like this book is trash. They're outside. They're talking. You're like, I want to be a human. No, I don't. Never mind. I want to be a vampire.
No, before that, when they're in the gym and they see everybody, I think it's really funny that Stephanie Meyer just like cameos everyone that they mentioned like 2 times in the book in high school. They're just like, oh, like
there they are.
Look over there. They're Samantha,
progressing as well.
Lauren, Angela, like people like you totally forgot about, you know. And they're like,
who cares?
Oh, like, hey,
who's Ben Cheney again? No idea. Nobody cares.
No idea. So yeah, you're right.
Apparently, he's short.
This is where they're like she wants to. They kind of argue a little bit about like her becoming a vampire again. But this is where he I said earlier, he explains to Bella like why he brought her to the dance. Just so she feels like a human, doesn't miss out on life.
Yep.
And
weak excuse.
Bella's just
saying, already.
Like if she turns into a vampire, it's not the end. It's the beginning. Like I'll be with you forever. Like right now, I can't be as a human. Like it's not possible. And Edward's like, isn't it enough that like I'm here with you? Like right now that I love you. And Bella's like, for now it's enough, but it's not going to be like. So it sounds crazy, but I actually agree with Bella here. I think that like she just needs to turn to a vampire and just get it over with. Like honestly, you can't have it both ways, Edward. You can't like just like date her and then like she dies.
And you're still 18, she's 70.
It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. If he keeps doing this, man, it's gonna push her away right into Jacob's arms. I'm telling you. Jacob's gonna come into play in this next book, dude.
And then she's gonna start saying, "What's up, dog?" And Edward's gonna be like, "Dang it, she's turned."
Dog. That's it.
That's
it, man.
That's it.
But
okay, are we done?
I think that's the epilogue
book. Nah, you have to end it right with the last words.
I read the acknowledgement. Oh, the last words of the epilogue. Okay, so it says. I touched his face. Look, I said, I love you more than anything else in the world combined. Isn't that enough? He says, yes, it's enough. Enough for forever. And he leaned down to press his cold lips once more to my throat. Which I was waiting for like, to my lips. And then it said throat. And I was like, that's so like not romantic. Like, I don't know. It's so weird sounding, but.
It's because she's supposed to make us think that he's about to bite her.
I know.
It's like freaking weak though, because we know he's not.
So
he's not gonna bite her right there. She's still healing, and they're at prom, and she can't go missing for 2 days. Come on,
people go missing after prom. It happens. Couples
Seriously.
Wander off and you don't see him for a while. You know what happens.
Off to Jamaica, man.
Sandals, Jamaica. So
wait, they have a place called Sandals in Jamaica.
You remember The Office where like he goes to Sandals?
Oh,
and he takes Jan.
Yeah.
Did you read the acknowledgements? Because I
did. Yep.
So the part that I found the most interesting is, so she
Megan
basically she's just thanking everyone, and she says, for all the help in making Twilight better than it started out, my brothers Paul and Jacob for their expert advice on all of my like automotive questions. So my question right here is, why isn't Edward's name Paul? She has a Jacob in the story, and it's Team Jacob and Team Edward. Like, those are the two main. Why didn't she not name him Paul Colin? Like, after her other brother. Like, her other brother must feel terrible. Like, it's like, I have a favorite brother. I have a favorite brother, and it's Jacob. I made him a huge character in the book. Paul, yeah, right.
You suck.
You're the worst brother ever.
I named this guy Eric, and he doesn't even like my book.
And my dog Eric. And it's like, he's in the book, but her own brother is not in there. Maybe Paul's like, he gets brought into the book later on or something. I don't know, but...
They must call Paul something else in real life, like Billy or Charlie or something.
I thought that part was the most interesting out of all of it. I just thought it was weird that there's a Paul.
Well, maybe she had like Jacob from another guy, or she was just like, "Oh, Jacob's just a perfect name for a kid that's Indian." Maybe it had nothing to do with being inspired by her siblings. Yeah. But probably not. I mean, what are the coincidences?
Yeah.
You can't have Jacob in your story without it being influenced by someone you lived and grew up with.
But that's officially the ending of the book. Epilogue, acknowledgements, everything. There's nothing else to scroll down, or for me, anyways. I'm scrolling. That's my book's online.
I'm flipping.
There's nothing else. And so, what do you think? What do you give the book overall? 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Be honest. Come on, just sit there and actually think about the book. Don't just be all mad and give it a 0.
Okay, well, what are we grading it for? Like, what's the actual grade?
Okay.
What's the curriculum? What's the proper word I'm looking for here?
Do like character development, the romance part
on,
about
like,
it.
4 people in total for character development, so that sucked.
Yeah.
And the 4th is like a general, like it's everybody else. She tried to develop almost nobody besides the 2.
I think with the character development, I think that it wasn't very diverse. I agree with that. It wasn't a whole lot of characters. I think that she did okay with it though. I think especially with Jacob, if Jacob is like going to be brought into the books a lot more these next couple of books, because I don't mind the whole like barely introducing a character, like a main character in the first book and like barely mentioning them in the first book, and then later on like they become a huge character. I think it's like different, so I don't mind that.
I mind it a lot. I think you can develop like if you have a strong character that's just it's got a good personality, you don't need a lot of time to develop that character. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory after a while, and you just naturally understand that character as they're being described. So you kind of remember them as the story goes, and they're utilized as the story goes as well. Not necessarily directly, but indirectly. Like their past times or whatever will influence the main character and the plot, and the person will remember, like, oh, this person taught me this, or I had an experience like that, or whatever. I don't know. To me, it's just like you don't have to focus too much time on a person to actually have them develop into something useful for the story. Most of the people that she'd just like name and like throw out, I think were just useless. They just, filled up lines in boring life. Because most of this book was just boring life that just went on. Except it included a vampire and a couple dangerous scenes. Like, that was it to me. So, I don't know. That pretty much sums up the whole book for me. It didn't have to do anything else besides that. I give it a 3.
A 3 for the book overall?
Overall. I'm just done.
I
figured it out. I gave it a 3 out of 10.
I think that, like... I think the book could have been... like, we already kind of went over this last episode where we said that the structure of the book is completely just wrong. That something needed to happen more towards the beginning. And my problem with the book is she spent like 17 chapters with like trying to develop Edward and Bella, and I think it was just like too much. Like the book did not need to be, it didn't need to be this long, and like the whole time it's like they're just like awkward like relationship stuff, which I get, but I think it was overdone personally. I think that like okay, the whole climax with James is what really does it for me. I think it was awful writing. I think it was an easy out for Stephanie Meyer to not write a fight scene. Just to be like, oh, Bella was unconscious. Like, so it's from her perspective. So, like, I don't need to include this. I think it was like, I think it was
her
very...
argument, she would probably be like, I didn't want to focus on violence. I wanted to focus on the love.
I think it's just I think it's lazy. So... If she would have written the whole James fight in, if there would have been like an actual like climax and closure to his character and like the story, I think that I would have given this book like a 5 or 6 or something like that. Like I would have given it I think I would have given it like a way higher score.
That's
honestly.
A whopper.
I think I would have given it like a 6.5, something like that, because
jeez,
like
you're being really generous.
I'm trying to, because like the whole beginning part is like, okay, this is like repetitive, it's annoying, but when it gets, you remember when you started to like read the whole like baseball scene and like the vampires show up and stuff, it's like, okay, like this is getting good. Like, but, it kind of
okay, but why is it getting good? Because there's tension. It doesn't mean it's an actual like good story. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, if you think about it, if you sat down and dedicated a year or 6 months to writing a book, an original story, do you think you could get better than a 5 and a 6 by your own score, like your own judgment?
Yeah.
I do too. I honestly do. Because I've sat down and just, ad-libbed a story just for fun, for nephews and whatnot. And, I could go for 15 minutes making an interesting story. And, as I'm going, I'm making things up for, a little bit later on in the future. That's not hard to do. And I don't know, I keep myself interested, and I'm not going to lie. It's pretty stupid at times, but if I were to sit down and actually write an original story, I'm pretty sure I could do way better than this. Obviously, I need help with grammar and picking good words or whatever. But screw that. Just make a good story, like something original. That's way better. This is just a dumb, overplayed life plot. I don't know how to. It just happens every day in life, and you throw a vampire in the middle of it. It's not. It doesn't deserve to be a New York Times bestseller because it's a good book. It's a New York Times bestseller because a bunch of little girls got the hormones going and they didn't have a friend to gossip with, so they just, I don't know, fantasize by themselves.
It's definitely overhyped. I totally get, like, that's totally true. I think that, so like you were saying about if you could like write a book or whatever and you think it would do well, I think that like I could come up with an idea of a book. Like I think I could come up with like a beginning and end and like middle, like what I would want. The problem is filling the pages, and I think that's a problem with what Stephanie Meyer. I think that's what happened with her. I think she had this idea of a beginning and an end, but she didn't fill the pages in, like in between, right at all.
She didn't have anything to lead up, like step to step. She just had boring, doughy filler. You know, like there's nothing there. It's just getting us by.
It's like I totally agree with you. It's like the Great British Bake Off. You know what I mean? You put in the cake. They pull it off, pull it out. Paul Hollywood, he cuts through the cake, like the crust of it, the top and the bottom are done, but the middle of it is just like doughy. It's raw. It wasn't cooked right. So,
ooh, we're talking food.
Yeah. I'm talking food,
interested.
Man.
I'm interested now.
So I think you're 3. I really want to be generous. I'll do like a 3.8 or something like that. Like,
okay, so say 4.
Like yeah, 4. So
for some reason, you think this book is better than it actually is. Okay.
I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt because I don't know
why you're doing that. Because I guarantee there's a book out there that's got a vampire and a love story in it that was written way better. And the only reason why it wasn't sold as much was because it didn't hit that demographic as good.
Have you seen that?
Stupid people buy things still. You know what I'm saying?
There's the
people with bad taste still buy stuff.
How you said the like romance and zombie and vampires? No, wait, never mind. That's Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Never mind. I was gonna say I wanted to see if that was a good movie, but never mind. Anyways, so
I'm confused.
Yeah, I think that's just. I'll cut it out. Can I cut that out?
No, you got to live with that now.
But I think that's an overall rating of the book. So I kind of want to go into predictions.
3? Oh wait, no. We both gave it a rating. Calculator. So I gave it a 3, and then you gave it a 3.8.
Yeah.
Divide that by 2. No, is that how you do the average?
No, you add them up and divide by 2.
Oh, you add them. Oh, dang, I'm so dumb.
Moron.
I knew I did something wrong. I was like, that didn't feel right.
You idiot.
Okay, I got a 3.35. A whopper. I like that word right now.
All right. So predictions for what do you think is going to happen in the to come?
I think you hit it right on the nose. I mean, she left it on Jacob. You know, like, hey, don't forget, I'm still around.
We're watching you. That's the line.
We're watching you. Yeah, it's like what? Where else would she be going with that? She's going into Indian territory. I mean, that's it. You're right. It's too obvious.
I think
she's too predictable.
I think James plays a huge part. I mean, Jake. Where's James? Who the heck is freaking James? Oh, James is the one. The
bad vampire. Yeah.
So Jacob, I think he plays a huge part in the next book. I think that Laurent and Victoria aren't done. I don't know if it's going to be like a beginning of the book type thing where like she comes back, whatever, and they fight and like kill her off or something. But I just don't think that they're going to let it go. This whole James thing, like, you know what I mean? Like he was in our squad, you know, if your squad member got killed, like, would you just like, all right, see you later, you know, like, no, you're going to want revenge, you know? So
maybe
I think Victoria and Laurent plays a part. They could be. I think it'd be stupid.
I thought Laurent left. He was like fine. He was like, whatever.
Yeah, but if Victoria finds him, he's gonna go with her.
Really?
You kidding me? Yeah, Laurent's a weakling, dude. He went off by himself because he didn't want any part of it. Victoria's not gonna let that happen. Victoria's insane.
Well,
Remember how her eyes were darting?
Weak person on her side though.
She needs an army if she's gonna beat, you know, the 6-7 vampires that they are.
Nah.
She needs recruits, man.
She's not coming back. She's done.
So what do you think the contention, what do you think is gonna be the thing in the next book? You think it's just gonna be Jacob and Edward going at it then?
Yeah, probably. Like, okay.
It's possible.
So she already developed how, you know, there's territories and they have a past. They have to stay on their side. And now Edward's dating Bella, so it's personal for Billy. So Billy's going to be getting in Edward's face, going to start causing drama, and then Jacob's going to start getting, I don't know, passionate for Bella. Obviously, that's going to happen eventually.
They did.
He just got 6'2" when she's starting to see like, oh, macho man.
He's a man.
Oh boy.
There's a part in the epilogue where it said that Charlie was like, thinks that Edward was partially responsible for all the like, you know, Bella taking off and all that stuff. So I could see Charlie being like kind of against Edward a little bit, and he's like, oh, like what about Jacob? Because he likes Jacob a lot, because Jacob and Billy, you know, they come over and, you know, bring him fish and stuff. So
can't forget them fish.
I think that could be part of it. Do you think Edward and Bella break up and then Bella gets with Jacob? Because there's this whole like Team Jacob, Team Edward thing. So like, do they break up, and does Jacob and Bella get together at all? Like, do you think they make out and stuff? Like, what do you think?
I'd say it's interesting. So let's see. If we're thinking how Stephanie Meyer writes and how she wants,
if we're thinking about that,
I don't think they get to the point where they're making out. Nope, I don't.
They probably go in for the kiss and then Bella passes out.
Yeah. No, I think she's gonna be like confused. She's going to be confused about what's going on, and she'll start like seeing like, oh, Jacob's a nice guy and all, but then every now and then she'll be like, but Edward's perfect. You know, she'll like keep remembering like, oh, but he's so much better, and then she can't have Edward, but then eventually at the end of the book, finally, after all the stupid drama, she'll be like, I choose Edward. And that'll be the end of the book.
Do you think like Jacob becomes like a villain? You know what I mean? Like bad? Do you think she writes him bad, and like he's like, well, if I can't have Bella, like no one can, you know, and then like goes in for the kill on Bella, and then they get in a fight?
I doubt it, because they're friends, you know.
Edward turns her into a vampire because Jacob like severely hurts her, you know, and she's like on the deathbed or something.
No.
Okay.
To be honest, I feel like Bella's only going to turn into a vampire like the last book. Like the last paragraph.
Like the last paragraph in the book.
Because like, think of it this way. She ended it on this, like his, you know, lips coming to her throat.
Yeah.
If you think about it, she's probably going to have like some kind of problem and he's going to give in. But like the last words of that book will be the exact same last words of this book somehow. So where she's like, oh my gosh, it's the best closer ever, when it really isn't, because
what if
what? I just figured it out.
Oh.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Oh,
what?
I was gonna say, what if the fourth book ends in like you see this minivan driving down the road, and Bella's like at the grocery store or something, and she comes out of the grocery store. The van like takes the corner and like is just gonna plow right into her, and Edward's like looks over at it, you know, and he can stop it, and he's like, no, this is what Bella wants, and like the van just like crushes her. And like Tyler gets out of the van, he's like, hey, Bella. And then Edward's like, all right, I have to turn her into a vampire now. Like it's like some stupid cliche like that, like something like something from the first book.
No,
you know, and that's how she gets turned into a vampire.
That'd be kind of funny though.
Crushes her.
That seems like a really good parody.
That'd be pretty funny. So just kind of go over some things then. Next week, so we are going to be doing the movie review. We're going to be watching the movie, and we're going to basically
whose house?
I don't care.
All right.
I don't care either way.
Because I was like, I wonder if we have to rent it. It might not even be free anymore, like on Netflix.
It was on Prime Video. I don't know if it is anymore. We'll see.
Maybe we won't have to do a party then.
We should. Do a
we
party,
probably
though.
could.
We should do
wives
a
will want to
party,
watch
man.
it. Yeah,
we should do a party, but basically
we'll record part of it.
yeah, we should do like sound bites and stuff and like put them in the episode. That'd be cool.
Perfect.
Like our reactions or something. Anyways, we're gonna do like similarities and differences between the book. We're going to like rate the movie, like if we like it more than the book. We're just gonna go over a lot of things. It's gonna be movie versus book next week. We're going to I don't know if you guys noticed, but I put on like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, I put a message basically saying that if you have questions, please ask questions because we're going to make a bonus episode where we answer your questions about Twilight. If you can ask us questions about us, anything really, we don't really care. We'll answer the question. We'll answer the questions that are appropriate, obviously. But
give me the inappropriate ones. Let's go.
Oh yeah, give him the ones that are inappropriate. But yeah, send us questions and we'll answer them on a bonus episode. But the bonus episode will only send. We'll only send it to those who have reviewed us on iTunes.
So
if you have viewed us on iTunes, and you want the bonus episode, send a message on like Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and be like, hey, like I left a review. I'm interested in the bonus episode. You can ask the questions there as well, and then be like, this is my this is my review that I submitted. So that way I can like match it up and be like, I can confirm that you left that review on iTunes. And so yeah, that's good. That's gonna be a bonus episode. And but yeah, that's kind of the plan for the future. Obviously, we're gonna hit the second book here soon.
Got to start putting my name in at the library. Got to get in line.
You do. Yeah, you do. But we did get we got a review and some other stuff right this week.
That's right. I forgot about that. Shoot, my bad. And where'd it go?
Way to be
there it is.
He's in charge of this stuff, by the way.
5 stars. Happy glamour girl. Love. Period. I was a diehard. Oh, dude, that really made me want to watch Die Hard right now. I was a diehard.
It's the wrong podcast.
Yeah, right. Shoot, I was a Twilight diehard fan. No, but listening to this, I realized that I love picking on it. Yeah, atta girl. I really hope the guys will continue with the whole saga. Well, guess what? Frickin' Jason is making me read the next book with it. Whatever. Blessed be Dash Clara. Thanks, Clara.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for the 5-star review.
Apparently, we also got like a share or whatever. Someone shared our podcast on, what was it, Twitter?
A retweet, yeah.
Yeah, Georgiana at Tuffy Soundbutt. Wait.
No.
It might be Soundbutt.
I don't think that's what it is.
It says Tuffy Sound BU1. I think the 1 stands for
Buon.
Are they from somewhere in Africa? Like Buon.
But thank you so much for retweeting. Like that's another way you can help us out is like retweeting on Instagram. Like I don't know, share. I don't know if you can share your Instagram posts, but like we have no way of advertising this, people. Like the word of mouth is the best way to getting this out. Like if you want us like to continue with the podcast, to like create other podcasts, stuff like that, like that's the way to that's the only way it's gonna happen.
That's it.
Like we get this going.
Truth. Preach on.
So retweet, do what you can, don't slack. I'll be watching. We're watching you. As words of Jacob, we're watching you.
Nah, man. I'm not watching anybody. That's creepy.
I'm watching you right now.
Dang, I just looked over both my shoulders. Holy crap. Like, it's actually true. He might be. Shoot.
My breath is like over your shoulder. Isn't it soothing, my breath?
Ugh. Yeah. That's perfect breath.
That's the one thing I'm never going to get over with this book.
What the heck is up with that? Like, who the heck has good, perfect breath? Like, is she trying to say that he doesn't brush his teeth and it's perfect the way it is? Like, what's going on?
That's the thing, because you can have a minty breath. Like, you can have, like, you just brush your
teeth.
There's nothing
stellar about that.
It's not soothing. It's nice. No. It's like, this person cares about their hygiene.
It's expected. It's not perfect.
Exactly.
What the heck is going on?
I don't get it.
And we don't know if they have fangs, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's never brought up. It says teeth, but it never says fangs. It never is like, and there's like 2 pierces on my arm from where James bit into me. Like, it never says anything.
It just said he bitter. Dang it, man. This book sucks.
But I think it's going to do it unless you have something else.
Heck no.
All right. Well,
thanks for
so
listening,
much.
though.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm
seriously.
such a Debbie Downer.
He's in a bad mood today. Don't mind him.
I'm not. I was in a great mood. I passed my aeronautical test. What is it called? A remote pilot. I can fly drones for money now. Boy, what's going on? Let's go.
All right.
Anyways, I'm in a good mood.
Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time for our movie review. And this is Twilight Noobs. I'm Jason.
I'm Popcorn.
And go to everyone's prom and cut into random people while they're dancing.
That doesn't really sound like popcorn, does it?
And not really.
I'm Eric, by the way. Sorry. I'm not actually popcorn. And yeah, crash that prom.